So this is a quick video about cleaning your casing, since that seems to be very popular on the internet with do-it-yourself guys, or people looking to buy a secondhand or used species. So I'm recording with my webcam's microphone because I can't bring my Audio Technica down here. So we'll try to do this quick and fast and painless. And it's not going to be too long because I'm going to show you every step. But basically, this is like tips and guides when you want to clean a video. Clean a computer. As you see, I only do one take, so or maybe multiple takes, depending. And it's raining outside because it's monsoon season. So my silence is acting out because it's hot and it's cool and it's hot and it's cool. Anyway, first you remove the screws from the back of the casing, and then you somehow manage to pry off the front cover, which you can see here has some dust. And oh god, these are sneeze thing. Nonsense. Okay. Now, when you take a front cover, you gotta be careful. You get situations like this where cover casing, cover frames are connected to the internal, so you don't yank them, rip the wires, and separate. Take a look. Now, like this guy has a somewhat like an air filter or screen that acts as an air filter. So you're gonna have to unscrew two screws here, take the sucker off, and then just dust the filter and try to put it back on properly. Now, what I normally use for dusting, which you can use, is, let me see if I can find it. If it's here somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over here on the other computer. Never lose your stuff inside the computer. And make sure it's off, obviously, not like. Well, like you can see here, I've taped up the metal part here that clamps down the bristles. So if the computer was on and it did fall and touch something and shot, so that's a good thing to do. But basically, you can get one of these brushes. You can get stiff bristle brushes, like big brushes or whatever, and you can just dust your way through it. So anyway, let's take a look at this crack here we have. So it's basically mostly clean except for some spider webs here, and I might be sniffling because the dust in here instead of my silence. But as you can see, the person who put this computer together did not use the correct screws because the screw here is just spinning in its threads. So he does use apply a little pressure, put here, push the hard drive to the top here to create low friction so you can unscrew the sucker. Oops, this one, is it stuck or is it not spinning on? Oh, this one's okay. Needs to be clean. Now, I use toilet paper because it's disposable to wipe and apply maybe solvents or maybe salts like glass cleaner or alcohol. But usually you want to avoid doing that as much as possible. Just dust your way to success. Context looks clean. Another way to clean contacts is you get a Q-tip. Alright, then you get some alcohol. You can also use machine oil or mineral oil and just rub against here. The oil allows you to oil or the alcohol. Alcohol will actually clean this much better than the oil, but oil will allow you to rub against the contacts without actually ripping them or damaging them and shine them up. So this one looks okay. I might clean in a second. You know what? Let me just get a Q-tip. Oh shit! I hit the camera. My bad. My bad. So why I have this cloth over? So some people say like, yeah, you got to dust this, you got to dust that. What you do is you take everything out. You have a cloth underneath. You dump all the dust on top of it. The casing, you just dust everything with the brush. Turn it over, dump it on on the cloth or whatever you have on the paper, whatever you have on the, underneath it, and then you just suck it up with a vacuum cleaner. And then you flip the casing over, and then you just go once over with the vacuum cleaner and make sure everything's cleaned. And just put some. And I do apologize for my sniffling, but you know, thumbs to brakes when you're dealing with dust and temperature change. Like, the rain's starting to stop now and it's starting to warm up again. So, there you go. There's a little white one. Little white one. And I'm not sure you can see this. Well, I can see it. And it looks much better. You can see it here is a little bit. In comparison, one end is darker than the other end. So there. So you know you're doing a good job. Inspect. Take a look. Looks pretty shiny, so it's clean. Put it aside. When you put down drive, make sure you always put circuit board facing up. Because you don't know what's going to be underneath the drive and you don't want to damage that circuit board. And of course, if your case comes with all kinds of funny screws, always sort them out. You can use some tape, stick them together. You know, take some tape like this, open it up, stick the screws, the backs on the sticky side of the tape, and then when you finish taking off all the screws for that particular type, you just fold over the tape to make sure that they don't run off somewhere. And later, open up the tape again, take them back out, and screw them back. And if you tend to forget, also take pictures, because God knows you should take pictures of where everything screwed in case you really can't remember. There's a lot of screws or whatever, just clean. That looks nice. Oh, it's quite clean. What are you guys complaining about? Some cases got kind of like a all this graphic card. In some cases got this I don't know what's the phrase, but it's some kind of like a leverage tab which you fed over and you use one screw in to hold all your cards in place. So not too sure what's the correct reference for that is, but you can take a look. Verify that there it's not a push to release. Oh, there is. Level down here. And you see here it's like sometimes stuck, so maybe you got some flexibility in case, just pull it a little bit forward. There we go. Yeah. Well, now I'm in a video. I'm going to clean the graphic card. When you're spinning the fans, just to see if the fans are working, do not spin them too much because they actually do generate current, DC current, and that can backfeed into the circuits that controls the fan. So just you check and just do it slowly, like I'm doing here, and it feels there's some wear, but not that much. It's like 95%, 90% okay. So I mean, what the next person deal with, not my problem. Now, here's the point where you have to decide whether you want to take off the motherboard to clean the case completely or clean the case with the motherboard inside. Let's check this fan, by the way. Yep, it's free flowing. This fan is actually, what is this? It's Cooler Master. Okay. That's actually one of their fans that actually work because my Evo 202 heatsink fan, heatsink CPU thing, CPU heatsink cooler fans, you know, they wear and tear like mad after. And I think you've seen one video where I'm replacing the oil on one of them. I can't remember. And this one seems to be okay. I wonder why I didn't get this. It is rattly as hell. That's weird. Oh, I wonder if it lost a bearing or something. It's not. It shouldn't be so loose. Okay, so anyway, whether or not you keep the motherboard inside, right? And you should take out the power supply, but whether or not you keep the motherboard inside, you have to take out the CPU for cleaning because, geez Louise, look at that dust on that sucker. Twist to the side. Yes, do not pull directly upwards. This is what some people make a mistake. They're like, oh yeah, unhook the heatsink from the motherboard. You know, I can just put it up. No. You gotta break the suction. So you twist it to the left, twist it to the right, and then you just lift it up. Because if you don't break the suction, especially on AMD motherboards with pins, or I can even Intel motherboards with the pinless design, you can pull the CPU right out of the socket. So twist, lift up, check degrees. It's alright. I'll change it for you. It is a bit dry. See, not the best. So I'll change this. CPU I can leave in there. That's actually this is the safest place is being in there, rather than you taking it out and handling it. You pull out this wire so easy access to it. So I'm gonna unscrew this guy, and then I'm gonna just do a quick dusting because I don't think there's much. Once I dust, I'll remove this stuff and we'll start cleaning. Oh, I'll change the camera angle and we'll clean the VGA. We'll clean this CPU and we'll clean the CPU cooler. Now, let's get this done first. So, like I said, do as I say, but don't do as I do. I should think I can't find that screw. So that leaves you with the ethical dilemma: is whether or not you inform the buyer and you're missing one screw here on the housing or shroud. That's it, the shroud. It's a shroud, or it's up to you. I'm gonna try to quickly look for a replacement screw. If I can find one. I don't know if I have one that's small. Maybe. Possible. What's my screwdriver? Let's take a look. Might just do the trick. And no, in case you're wondering, I did not take out one screw from the other side and put it in here because I don't work that way. Does this thing go in or not? Is it going in? Screw head's too big. There we go. Screw head's still too big. What? Now, in case you're wondering, I'm probably using a thing screw. Laptop screw. Yeah, now it goes. Can't see if this sucker will go in that hole, if the threads align or not. Catches. Perfect. Fuck yeah! Demonetization. Fuck yeah! You're wondering what I'm doing? I'm just fucking around with it there. Okay, that actually works. In case you're wondering, that's the screw. So as you can see, all the other screws are rusted, and that's a brand new screw. And when I flip over, the screw didn't come out. Dust came out though. How did that dust get in there? There you go. Screw done. That's done. Crap's done. On its face. Throw box aside. open this thing up. Let's work on this. Now, let's put the heatsink back for this guy. So, I'm sure you can see it from there, but $1. Yeah, put the bar back. Don't forget to put the bar back. Don't forget to, let's see, bars this way. And wiring should be the shortest distance from A to B. Perfect. Drop the screw into the slot. In with a hole. Screw it in. Did it catch? Yeah. I also know why the screw's not screwing, because I'm using the smallest goddamn head for this. There we go. Ooh, that's a nasty. That thing's not threaded properly. I'm gonna have to reverse it out. It's a little tight. I remember it was formed to be tight. I'll reverse it out, but just a bit. Reset. Okay. Yep. It was not threaded properly. Okay, so check alignment, easy access. I'll check if this is. Yeah. Well, screwed. I think I'm going to put it this way, because I don't like the spacing. So let's just do a little wiggle. Check, see how it looks. Looks nice. A little bit left and right. That's suspension. You can see it's now nice and placed. And you'll wonder, like, why? Why not the whole heatsink, CPU? Well, if you looked at the heatsink itself, the surface area is actually smaller than the CPU too, the contact point. So that's pointless. Drop that in. Where is it? There we go. It's not gonna work. Tight. That's the way we like it. Look for CPU fan is the left side one. Conveniently, because I put it in the wrong place. Voila. Okay, so I'm gonna get some zip ties. Oh. Stop the recording because I'm running out of hard drive space, and now I'll turn it back on and get the zip ties. Alright, I'm back. Got the zip ties, got the hard drives precariously over the side here, which should I do? Get down on my knee. My knees, oh my god. Get down on my butt. Got this big freaking mess of cables. Arrange everything. Now this cable needs to be down there because that next to the side of my hands. This guy goes here. Again, push down. Whatever this there is. Sniff a little bit some more, because you know, why not, right? Yes, I've been sniffling the whole time, so you know what? If you don't like it, I can't help you. What the fuck? This is not plugged in? So this plugs in over here. There we go. Put that down. I could zip tie that. You know, like this. There you go. So let's arrange this. Alright, what it is. Because I'm sure you're pretty tired hearing me sniffle. Oh my god. That feels good. Schnozola clean for the time being. Till it goes up. Looking at all these freaking wires. What the fuck is this one doing? Well, you know, cheap casing's got terrible wiring. So, now we got all the wires. We shorten them by, like, looping them, like so. Or at least that's what I do. You know, I don't know what other people do. It's not my problem what other people do. Push this guy forward. Check my looping distance. There. Okay, perfect. Find a zip. Get it around there. Okay. Oh, conveniently, my scissors here too. So. Ooh, almost got off the wire. There we go. Counter one solved. Ooh, running out of hard drive space. Okay, primary drive. Take top shelf. Line up the hose. Line up the hose, cause we're rolling. Not. I don't disrespect women, but I definitely do not respect feminists. Because, you know, these disagreeable, very disagreeable tactics and opinions. There's a thing about fighting for equality, there's a thing about fighting for supremacy, and feminists nowadays are fighting for supremacy. Females over males, which is wrong. So, yeah, fuck them. Fight for equality? I don't care. Fight for supremacy? Yeah, whatever. I think this is a suitable replacement screw for that crappy screws he was using. Now, the reason why we screw only in one side is, first of all, the person that's going to collect this is going to be hand carrying it, hopefully. We're not mailing it out to them. And secondly, I mean, how much are you going to jiggle your drive after you buy it from someone, right? Don't find the same type of screw. There we go. What's working pairs? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, theoretically, I can't use this screw because the treads are too small. I think there's another one, right? Yeah. Different head design, but same type of treads, if I'm not mistaken. Shorter though. Doesn't matter. You just need contact. And this one's a little bit longer. Now that's okay because the treads on the side here. Ooh, is it? Is it? Yeah, okay. The treads on the side here lead to nothing. So it doesn't matter if it's a bit long. Okay, so where is sound one? So I don't want this guy. Sound one goes here. Attitude goes down here. And we'll have one dedicated SATA power supply going down there too. It's quite long. So these two good buddies that they are. Well, go in here, and I think I'll zip tie them down from the other side. Yep. This I don't need to, so zip tie them down from the other side. Cheap casings. Yeah, terrible routing systems. And I'll toss the front panels are off too. There we go. Looks pretty goddamn good. Except for this guy, which is pretty goddamn messy. Nothing you do about that. I guess that's gotta reach the front panel. Yep, for the fans. Okay. We'll do it around the socket head, so there is some reinforcement for the wiring. This is not in play. Get that there. Put that there. Put that there. And voila! I'm done. By the way, I vacuumed filter. So, fuck you guys. You probably forgot about that. GQ, signing off.